Goldilocks ran as fast as her little legs could carry her. She had made quite the mess at the bears' house, eating their porridge, breaking their chairs, and even napping in their beds. Her golden curls bounced with every step as she dodged trees and leapt over roots while glancing over her shoulder nervously. Phew! I think I lost them. No more bears, no more porridge, no more broken chairs, she huffed, leaning against a large oak tree. But poor Goldilocks didn't realize she had wandered deep into the forest, a place she had never been before. The trees were taller here, their branches twisting together to block out the sun. The air was cooler, and shadows danced across the ground as an owl hooted somewhere in the distance. Goldilocks shivered, wrapping her arms around herself. Just as she started to feel lost, she spotted something through the trees. A small, overgrown cottage. Its crooked windows glinted in the faint sunlight, and its door hung slightly ajar. Another house? Maybe someone here can help me find my way home, Goldilocks said, stepping closer. But as she reached the door, she hesitated. I probably shouldn't go inside, but what if they have a map? Or snacks? Curiosity got the better of her, and she gently pushed the creaky door open. Dust swirled in the sunlight as she stepped into the dim room. Inside, the cottage was dark and dusty with cobwebs stretching across the ceiling. The furniture looked old and unused, but right in the center of the room was a strange, shiny book resting on a table. A book? That's not as exciting as porridge, Goldilocks muttered, tiptoeing closer. She picked up the book and opened it, and in an instant, sparkling lights burst from the pages, filling the room. The air around her shimmered, and the furniture began to wobble. "Whoa! What kind of book is this?" she exclaimed, spinning around as the table lifted off the ground and the chairs floated into the air. The walls sparkled with golden light, and the room began to whirl like a merry-go-round. Okay, I'll put the book back. Just stop spinning everything," Goldilocks cried. She gently set the book down on the table, and the magic settled. But just as she thought the excitement was over, a tiny glowing fairy popped out from between the book's pages. "Thank you for waking me up." "I've been stuck in that book for ages," the fairy said, fluttering her shimmering wings. She was no bigger than a flower, and she sparkled like a firefly. "You've caused a bit of trouble, haven't you?" Maybe," Goldilocks said sheepishly, her cheeks turning pink. The fairy waved her tiny wand, and a soft golden glow surrounded Goldilocks. "Well, I know that you're lost, and since you're curious enough to find me, I'll help you. But only if you promise to use your curiosity for good. I promise I'll be more careful from now on," Goldilocks said earnestly. With another wave of her wand, the fairy created a sparkling path of light that twisted out of the cottage and into the forest. "Follow this path, and it will lead you home," the fairy said. But just as Goldilocks turned to leave, the fairy suddenly said, "Wait, someone is looking for you." The bushes rustled, and out stepped the three bears. Goldilocks froze, her heart pounding, but the bears didn't look angry anymore. Baby Bear waved shyly, holding a small lantern glowing with a soft, warm light. The bears, "Oh no, I'm really sorry for everything," Goldilocks said, her voice trembling. Papa Bear's deep voice rumbled as he spoke. "We're not mad anymore, but you needed to learn a lesson about respecting other people's homes." Mama Bear stepped forward, her voice kind and gentle. "We just wanted to make sure you were safe. The forest can be a tricky place for someone like you." Baby Bear grinned and held out the glowing lantern. "This is for you, Goldilocks. It's a magic lantern that will help you find your way home, or anywhere else you get lost." Goldilocks carefully took the lantern, its golden light sparkling like the fairy's wings. "Thank you so much. I promise I'll be more thoughtful from now on," she said with a smile. The bears and the fairy walked with her as she followed the glowing path through the forest. Along the way, the trees shimmered with golden leaves, flowers bloomed in her footsteps, and tiny woodland creatures peeked out to watch her pass. When they reached the edge of the forest, the path ended at a small cottage with smoke curling from the chimney. "That's my home! Thank you for everything," Goldilocks said, waving to her new friends. The fairy twirled in the air and said, "Remember, Goldilocks, curiosity is a gift, but you must always use it kindly." With a wink, she vanished in a burst of golden light. The bears waved goodbye and Baby Bear held up his bowl of porridge one last time. Goldilocks giggled and waved back before skipping toward her house, holding the lantern close. Inside her cozy home, Goldilocks placed the magic lantern on her table. It filled the room with warm golden light, a reminder of her promise and her adventure. From that day on, she learned the importance of curiosity, kindness, and respect. As for the bears, they lived happily ever after, with stronger chairs, plenty of porridge, and memories of their new friend. Always remember, curiosity is magical when used with kindness.